you here today have seen the blockbuster Finding Nemo? I figured it was a lot of you guys. Well, I don't know about you, but to me, I personally believe that this movie included one of the most memorable and one of the most iconic side characters to have ever existed in film, the great sea turtle Crush. Hello, Dr. Council, my fellow peers. My name is Eric Thibodeau, and today I'm going to be introducing you to the wonderful world of sea turtles. Today we'll be discussing their history as a species, their diets, the current risk facing them, and what we can do to mitigate those risks. Now, according to the World Wildlife Foundation, sea turtles have roamed our oceans for over 100 million years, giving their existence superiority over humans in terms of time and scale. Though they've been around much, much longer than us, they're currently listed on the Endangered Species Act as an endangered species. These creatures are vegetarian, which means their diet is comprised of mainly algae, seaweed, seagrass, and other small fungi that grow in the ocean. Today, there are currently 7 different identical types of sea turtles. We have the green sea turtle, the loggerhead, the leatherback, the olive ridley. We have the Kent's ridley, the flatback, and the hawksbill. When fully matured, these sea turtles can grow anywhere on average from 700 to 1,000 pounds, quite majestic. According to a study done by the Ecology Letters, sea turtles, especially loggerheads, have been ingesting plastic pollutants to an amount that have caused different changes and different complications in different aspects of their lives. One of the biggest things happening right now is that it has been shown to have a 2.5 to 20% decrease in the perceived food abundance and in total energy of these turtles. They're not eating enough, they're not feeling the need to, and they're not being as active as they need to due to these pollutants in their stomachs. That's not the only risk, though. It drops the sex drive of sea turtles. There's not going to be many born after that because they are not feeling the need to reproduce as they naturally do. This isn't the only risk, though. These pollutants include can binders, they include straws, plastic bottles, coolers, etc. If you got it and you name it, it's plastic, they got it too. This isn't the only risk, though. Bacteria, viruses, parasites, and funguses have been causing complications and infectious hazards in these sea turtles. The worst part about it is that most of these diseases and bacteria have been put into the ocean by human influence, either through the way that we boat, the pollution that we do, the overall state of which we leave our oceans. Whatever the case is, it has been causing the issues with these sea turtles, with the diseases. One of the biggest issues as well has been global warming. Because of migrational patterns changing to global warming, there has been shown to be a significantly perceivable change in the sex ratio of sea turtle nests, according to PLOS1. The ratio has now been identified as 90% female to 10% male. So now, not only are there not enough sea turtles to healthily reproduce, but there's also not enough genetic diversity, and leaving many of these new generations of sea turtles to be immunosuppressed. Not all hope is lost, though. As a society and as people, there are many things that we can do to help conserve these animals. In a recent article written by the Latin American Journal of Aquatic Research, there's been an experiment taking place to help both baby sea turtles hatching and mother sea turtles going to and from the nesting areas. One of the biggest issues that mother sea turtles face is that they get caught up in fishing nets. One of the biggest issues baby sea turtles face when they're on a beach is that they see city lights and go over to the city light instead of the moonlight when they get hatched, so they don't go to the water. The experiment has involved attaching luminescent lights onto fishing nets so that the baby sea turtles see more light in the ocean and walk there, and the mama sea turtles are able to identify that there are nets there, and I probably shouldn't swim into that. Now, for those of us who can't do experiments and spend money on stuff like that, we can stop littering, we can stop emissions, we can do more to clean up our beaches. Many beaches in Florida have mandated a new law that cause all restaurants within a certain radius of a beach to no longer use plasticware or plastic straws as a way to help conserve these species. All in all, They're a very beautiful, majestic creature. They're super important to the ecology of our oceans, and it'd be a very sad world without them. Thank you for your time, and I hope you learned something new today.